Hi guys, today we're doing chapter 2 of the Horrid Henry's Nits. This is not the story Horrid Henry Nits chapter 2. It's another story, so let's start. Horrid Henry and the fangmangler. Horrid Henry snatched his skeleton bank and tried to twist open the trapdoor. Mum was talking him to toy heaven tomorrow. At last, Henry would be able to buy the toy of his dreams, a dungeon drink kit. Ha ha ha! The tricks he played on his family substituting their drinks for dungeon stinkers. Best of all, Moody Margaret would be green with envy. She wanted a dungeon drink kit, but she didn't have any money. He'd have one first, and no way was Margaret ever going to play with it, except for buying the occasional sweet and a few comics. Henry had been saving his money for weeks. Perfect Peter peeked round the door. "I've saved £7.53, said Peter proudly, jingling his piggy bank. "More than enough to buy my nature kit. How much do you have?" "Millions," said Henry. Perfect Peter gasped. "You do," gasped. "You do not," said Peter. "Do you?" Henry shook his bank. A thin rattle came from within. "That doesn't sound like millions," said Peter. "That's 'cause £5 notes don't rattle, stupid," said Henry. "Mom, Henry called me stupid!" shrieked Peter. "Stop being horrid, Henry," shouted Mum. Horrid Henry gave the lid of his bank a final yank and spilled the contents onto the floor. A single solitary 5-pence coin rolled out. Henry's jaw dropped. He grabbed the bank and fumbled around inside. It was empty. "I've been robbed," howled Horrid Henry. "Where's my money? Who stole my money?" Mum ran into the room. "What is all this fuss?" "Peter stole my money," screamed Henry. He glared at his brother. "Just wait until I get my hands on you, you little thief out." "No one stole your money, Henry," said Mum. "You spent it all on sweets and comics." "I am not," shrieked Henry. Mum pointed at an enormous pile of comics and sweet wrappers littering on the floor of Henry's bedroom. What's all of that then?" asked Mum. Horrid Henry stopped shrieking. It was true. He had spent all his pocket money on comics and sweets. He just hadn't noticed. "It's not fair!" he screamed. I saved all my pocket money, Mum," said Perfect Peter. "After all, a penny saved is a penny earned." Mum smiled at him. "Well done, Peter, Henry. Let this be a lesson to you." "Can't wait to buy my nature kit," said Perfect Peter. "You should have to save your money like I did instead of wasting it, Henry." Henry growled and sprang at Peter. He was an Indian warrior scalping a settler. "Yow!" squealed Peter. "Henry, stop it!" shouted Mum. "Say sorry to Peter." "I'm not sorry!" screamed Henry. "I want my money!" "Any more nonsense from you, young man, and we won't be going to toy heaven," said Mum. Henry scowled. "I don't care," he muttered. What was the point of going to toy heaven if he couldn't buy any toys? Horrid Henry lay on his bedroom floor kicking sweet rabbits. That dungeon drink it cost $4.99. He had to get some money by tomorrow. The question was how? He could steal Peter's money. That was tempting as he knew the secret place in Peter's cellar case where Peter hid his bank. Wouldn't that be fun when Peter discovered his money was gone? Henry smiled. On second thought, perhaps not. Mum and Dad would be sure to suspect Henry, especially if he suddenly had money and Peter didn't. He could sell some of his comics to Moody Margaret. No! Shrieked Henry, clutching his comics to his chest. Not his precious comics. There had to be another way. Then Henry had a wonderful, spectacular idea. It was so superb that he did a wild war dance for joy. That dungeon trinket was as good as his. Better still, Peter would give him all the money he needed. Henry chortled. This would have been easy as taking sweets from a baby and a lot more fun. Horrid Henry strolled down the hall to Peter's room. Peter was having a meeting of the Best Boys Club motto, "Can I help?" with his friends Tidy Ted, Spotless Sam and Goody Gordon. What a luck for more money for him, he smiled as he put his ear to the keyhole and listened to them discussing their good deeds. I helped an old lady cross the road. And I ate all my vegetables, said Perfect Peter. I kept my room tidy all week, said Tidy Ted. I scrubbed the bath without being asked, said Spotless Sam. I never once forgot to say please and thank you, said Goody Gordon. Henry pushed past the barricades and burst into Peter's room. Password? Screeched Perfect Peter. Vitamins, said Horrid Henry. How did you know? Said Tidy Ted, staring open-mouthed at Henry. Never you mind, said Henry, who was not a master spy for nothing. I don't suppose any of you know about fangmanglers. The boys looked at one another. What are they? Asked Spotless Sam. Only the slimiest, scariest, most horrible frightened monsters in the whole world, said Henry. And I know where to find one. Where? Said Goody Gordon.